Whether it's smooth sailing in the economy or we're in the middle of a perfect financial storm, there is so much to consider when it comes to protecting your financial future. Inflation, volatile markets, we have national debt, high taxes, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, and protecting and growing your nest egg is my business. Coming up on today's show,
how to fight inflation, tips on navigating volatility, a look at long-term care, and much more.
Welcome to Saving the Investor with certified financial planner, investment advisor, and insurance professional Alfie Townsend, president of Advantage Retirement Group. Alfie is a published author, radio show host, speaker, and industry leader.
Why do you use an annuity? A lot of people use it for the wrong thing.
He works with retirees and pre-retirees to build and protect their nest egg and offers his experience to help those concerned about financial independence in retirement. If you've got questions about retirement, Saving the Investor starts now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Saving the Investor. Glad you're with us on this Sunday morning. I'm Craig Wolf alongside certified financial professional Alfie Townsend. Alfie, good morning.
Good morning.
Is there anything on the news we've been hearing more about than inflation over, I don't know, a couple of years now probably?
Yeah.
Go to the grocery store, you and I were talking.
Yeah.
Not only have prices gone up, but you get less in the package right now, which kind of cracks me up a little bit. Less Doritos, less of your Cliff Bars. Package is the same size.
Like an airbag of burritos.
Yeah, there's
or,
a lot. Doritos.
Doritos, yeah. I don't eat them, so eat the chips. So.
But gas prices, energy prices in general, grocery stores, it's still painful. Are people becoming more cautious now that we've been in this?
You're starting to see the money drying up a little bit. This free money everybody had, they were like on a spending free. And what happened was everyone's buying, driving prices up, and it was just like it's cascading. And now you're starting to see it slow down. You have the Feds raising rates. These are the short-term rates. They had a bunch of these rate increases to fight inflation. Now, why you have to have inflation under control is because you cannot have runaway inflation. If that happened, think about the debt that we're in. Okay, we have debt of over $32 trillion they have to pay on that debt. So they want to get inflation down so these interest rates start to come down. And that's what will happen. Interest rates will start to come down. But yeah, you have to make sure that your portfolio, your income is exceeding what inflation is, or you're going backwards. And things are costing more. We talk about restaurants are just everything, chicken's more, your eggs are more, everything is more.
Eggs are ridiculous. And I know there have been some accusations that the egg producers might be, not colluding, but by increasing the prices. Have the interest rate hikes, and I work in real estate, and I know that the forecast that my broker at Coldwell Banker has is that rates will come down. Did those rate hikes help at all?
Oh yeah, I mean it helps slow down. So with it, when you have inflation, you want to slow down the amount of spending that's going on, and that's what these rate hikes are doing. You can see with sales of houses here in Southwest Florida, we're sort of immune to a lot of things because people pay cash. But if you're getting a loan for a house, it's down across the country probably 30% or so. They're not, they used to be 2.5% interest. Now it's 6.5%, 7%. So things are definitely slowing up, but that's a good thing to slow it up, and then inflation comes down, and it will come down. When it does, it's fast, and then you're going to see a decrease in rates to get the economy going.
And for baby boomers like us, we realize that a 6% interest rate historically is pretty good because people were paying 16 and 18%, back in the Jimmy Carter years. And my first house was in the late 80s, and I had an 8% mortgage, and I was having a victory party.
Yeah, it's still not, but when you're used to that, 3.5, and then all of a sudden it's double that, it does take a toll out.
It is glaring. Lastly, Alfie, let's talk about your strategy in terms of your portfolio when we're in these these inflationary times.
Yeah, so again, in a portfolio, you really have to have sectors in there that are going to do better during interest rates are a little higher. So your growth stocks aren't going to do as good, but your value companies will do better. They typically have dividends, so a dividend portfolio could help you get to through this inflationary times. And you also our structured notes will pay very high interest rates for income. So these are all things that what we'll do is everyone's portfolio is custom here at the Advanced Retirement Group, and everybody's in a different situation. So we want to put that plan together, look at everything, and then put that right plan together for you.
Times are not boring right now, are they?
No, they're definitely.
Inflation, the war in Ukraine, this banking crisis, a lot going on.
There's a lot going on right now.
All right, that's why you go to an expert like Alfie. We're just beginning this morning on Saving the Investor. Please stay with us. There's much more to come.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Are you worried about inflation and how it's affecting your retirement?
Well, you're not alone. According to a recent study, 73% of Americans rank their finances as their number one stress in life.
But don't worry, there's help available. Alfie's free retirement toolkit can help you transform your worries into confidence.
Inside this toolkit, you'll find valuable resources like a guide to creating a retirement income plan, tips for saving for retirement, and strategies for protecting your retirement savings from inflation.
Plus, you'll get a copy of Alfie's new book, Making Waves in Retirement.
This free toolkit provides valuable insights like ways to transform your worries of retirement into confidence, ways to discover the weak points in your retirement plan, ways even small changes to your retirement plan can make a big difference, and how big your tax bill could be in retirement.
To get Alfie's free retirement toolkit, simply text the word KIT to 239-747-1080. That's KIT to 239-747-1080.
Don't wait and act now. This offer is only available for a limited time. Text KIT to 239-747-1080 today and start building a worry-free retirement.
We're going to talk a little bit about volatility, and that's what we've been experiencing really for the last few years. The market's been very volatile, and I go back to boating. When you go out on the boat, you have to, the weather might be perfect, you plan on a great day, but you also have to plan on those afternoon thunder showers or those storms that come in, and what are you going to do if the weather changes? The same thing with a portfolio. You have to make sure that everything is not moving up and down at the same time. That's called diversification. So that's one way to fight volatility, is having a very diversified portfolio. And when I look at volatility, I look at income. Where are you going to take that income out, especially when the market's volatile? Remember, one way to really lose a lot of money is as the market's going down and you're taking income from your portfolio because you don't have other means of income because you're not diversified. So what we do here at the Advanced Retirement Group, we're going to set up accounts that are designed to take income regardless of what the market's doing. You're going to have income that's not going to affect the volatility of the market. So your portfolio can go up and down. It's not going to affect it because your income is going to be coming from something that has a guarantee in it, and it doesn't really pertain if the market's volatile or not. You're still going to get that income. So income planning during volatility is, it's a very hard thing to do, but that's what we do here at the Advanced Retirement Group. We're going to put an income plan together for you. We're going to really fight and tackle that volatility inside your portfolio. We look forward to talking to you.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now. Give Alfie a call, 239-747-1080. You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Maybe you remember the old TV commercial, Pay Me Now or Pay Me Later. Consider this. We're actually in the lowest tax bracket in the last 30 years, but these rates may not last for long, and where they may be headed could put a dent in your retirement. But there are things to do right now to reduce your future taxes and make informed decisions about your retirement. Certified financial planner professional Alfie Townsend has a great free resource. Just go to savingtheinvestor.com and you can generate a quick report that can help you evaluate your potential tax bill in retirement. And it takes less than 1 minute. If what you learn surprises you, it's time to talk to Alfie. There may be ways that he can help you so that you can keep more of your hard-earned dollars in your pocket. Paying your fair share is one thing, but who wants to pay a penny more? Protect your financial future. Find out if your retirement tax bill could be too big by visiting savingtheinvestor.com or using the QR code on your screen.
You have a club for every scenario. A driver for the long holes, wedges to get over the hazards, and a putter when you need a touch of finesse. And you'll need plenty of these too. What about your retirement? Will you have enough to play the back nine? Find out today. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review with Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Call 239-747-1080.
I've been blessed to be in the financial industry for the past 40 years. And also having a show here in Southwest Florida, a TV show, a radio show, helping people with their finances. Now, we get questions all the time, and we are going to answer some of these questions right now.
What are the most common mistakes people make when they're developing a financial plan?
When people come in our office, they might have part of a plan. They might have, let's say, a will established, but they didn't do a trust. Now, does everybody need a trust? It depends. If you have children, if you have, who does need a trust? You don't have to be a multi-millionaire to have a trust. But think about this, if you have children and you want your money to stay in your bloodline, you might want to do a trust, right? Because if your children inherit this money, they get a divorce, that trust can help your money stay in your bloodline versus going to that spouse. So there's some things that you can do. So a lot of times people don't have a complete plan. That's what as a certified financial planner professional, I have to look at everything. I have to look at your taxes. I want to look at your legacy planning, if that's important for you, a risk mitigation. So we look at all that to put that plan together so you have a total plan, not a partial plan.
In the past, I've heard people talk about risk tolerance when it comes to their finances. Can you explain this and help me determine how I find out what my risk tolerance is?
So a risk is very important to find out what your number is. So risk tolerance is something that you want to really make sure that you do a good job with, and we have a great program for that. And these are questions that was put together by a team of psychologists. And I remember this one client that before they became our client, he said after we were asking these questions, it takes about 5 to 7 minutes to go through these questions, maybe 10 minutes. But afterwards, he said, if I would have known I was going to have to take this test, I would have went to bed a little earlier. Now, he was kidding, but what it does is that instead of picking a number between 1 and 10, and what does that mean? This really will ask questions based on you looking at making money and losing money, and it makes you answer a little bit differently, more of an emotion base, and it comes out with a much better number, a truer number, up or down. It's your number, and that's what's important about it.
What's the most efficient way to donate to the causes that I care about?
So when you're in a situation where you want to give money to charities, and there's different ways to do it. You can do it in a charitable remainder trust. There's just different ways to do it. You can leave it in your will. The best way to do it is if you want to give money away would be IRA money, to give the IRA money to the charity upon your death and then leave the other monies that's not taxable to your heirs, that would be the best way. So there's different situations, there's different strategies that we would do, but we would look at all of them, and sometimes it does pertain having to get a trust of some type. And we do have relationships with attorneys that would help set that up for our clients.
Tax codes keep changing, and uncertainty is at an all-time high. That's why everybody needs a tax plan. But is your tax plan as efficient as it should be? If you're not sure, it's time to get Alfie's Tax Map. It's designed to lower your tax bill so you can keep more of your hard-earned dollars. The Tax Map can help you lower your tax bracket, protect your money when taxes rise, and create tax-free income. Alfie's Tax Map can be yours for free if you're one of the first 9 people who text the word TAX to 239-747-1080. Alfie's Tax Map will give you at-a-glance clarity regarding the impact that taxes will have on your Social Security, income, and future estate so you can plan with confidence. Don't pay more taxes than you have to. Text the word TAX to 239-747-1080. That's TAX to 239-747-1080.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Hi, Alfie Townsend here, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, and we are proud to be official partner of FGCU Athletics. Go Eagles!
Welcome to another segment of Team Talk. I'm Mary Thompson in studio with Alfie Townsend, our founder and president. Alfie, I always love hearing the stories of people and meeting the people that come here to our office to meet with you for the first time. And oftentimes we find out that people have been working with an advisor, and their advisor has kind of led them in a different direction than what was suitable. And I remember the story about a very affluent investor, plenty of income, and their advisor put them in a strategy that was completely opposite of what was suitable for them. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so as a certified financial planner professional, we dig pretty deep on what a client needs, what their needs are to get them to and through retirement. If it's legacy planning, if it's risk mitigation, if it's income, whatever it is, we're going to know because we dig deep to get that. And we also dig deep on their risk factor. What is their risk number? And we have a series of questions through a very comprehensive program that we use that was put together by a team of really psychologists. So it's more emotion-based, how you answer these questions. But this particular one that you bring up, he was in inappropriate investments because he had so much income. He didn't need any income, and this income was going to come in for many, many years to come. And what this advisor did was really put 5 different types of annuities that generated income in the future and didn't have any growth potential really to it. It was more income driven. And I asked, why is your income going to leave you down the road? He says, no. Are you needing more income? No. So at that point, what we had to do is do some serious planning and look at those annuities and put them to work for him the way they should have been, because it was going to just give him income that he didn't need, and it was not going to be a legacy that he was looking for. So he was looking for legacy and growth,
right,
not income. And the advisor either not listening or doing something to pad his pockets, put him in something that was not appropriate. So you need to know really what's going on inside your accounts to know if it's for growth, if it's for income, if it's for taxes, what is this for down the road?
Right.
What are you trying to create? So it's important to dig deep into the questions at the beginning so you can put the proper plan. And that's why we meet every year with our clients. And we always, what we do here at the Advanced Retirement Group, and people really like this, is every Friday we do what we call a Friday financial wrap-up. And I'll videotape like a 3 to 5 minute video of what happened in the market that week, and then explain anything that's pertinent at that time. But then there's always a spot there if they would like to have a phone call appointment, a Zoom appointment, or an in-office appointment. And my calendar is available for them all the time, and on every Friday if they feel it's necessary. But by doing these videos, a lot of times they don't feel it's necessary because we're communicating with our clients. And that's what, with the markets are volatile, we communicate more and more, where a lot of advisors are running from volatility because they don't want to hear, they think that if we don't say anything, they're going to forget about it, but they don't forget about it. You want to know about what's going on.
Absolutely. And you have an incredible tool that I really like. It's your retirement simulator.
Yes.
And so when people are coming in for the first time, you go through this process to help them understand what is in their existing portfolio, and is that going to meet their goals, and is that going to be within their risk tolerance that they're comfortable with.
Well, when you're sick, you get MRIs, you get CAT scans, you find out, that's how, the only way they can find out what's going on they do the blood work, what's going on inside your body. And the same thing with this, what's going on inside your portfolio, you don't know until you dissect it deep. Yeah. And it's the same thing. We want to go in there and find out and show you what's going on and see if we can put you in a better position to get you to and through retirement.
Right. So that second opinion, second set of eyes is very
critical.
Important.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Alfie. And if you'd like to meet with Alfie to take advantage of his retirement simulator to find out if your portfolio is going to get you to and through retirement, give us a call.
Long-term care is something that that's how I started my career in 1983, was long-term care. Believe it or not, that was one of the toughest products to explain to people, and it was very hard for people to grasp it, saying, I got to pay all this money, and if I never go in a nursing home or home health care, all that money went to waste. Well, what happened back then was you had to qualify for it. You had to be in really good health, and the company said they'll never raise your rates, but they do have the right to change the rates if the state allows them to raise the rates. And sure enough, that's what happened, and people started just canceling out these policies. So long-term care policies were very complicated back when I first started, and not too many people have a long-term care policy, but the insurance companies listened to a lot of advisors that we were advising them, saying, this is what we need. And if we had something like this, I think the people would really, really run to it. And this is what they developed. They did it with life insurance, and they did it with annuities. And how it works is this: you can have an IRA. This is what I think is fascinating about it. First of all, there's no health questions on the IRA one. No health questions. So if you have an IRA, if you have money sitting in the bank, this is really what we call a bond alternative, okay? Where it's going to pay you some money down the road. It will pay money down the road. It earns money while it's paying you money. But on the other hand, if you or your spouse needed home health care benefits or long-term care benefits, that money that they're paying you would double. Okay, think about this. If you were getting $40,000 a year lifetime income coming in, and it could be IRA money, it could be non-IRA money, and then all of a sudden your health gets bad or your spouse's health gets bad. Now remember, if it's IRA money, let's say it's your IRA and your spouse is the one that gets sick, you can let your spouse use your benefits for up to 5 years on double income. Now, it sounds a little confusing, but as long as you can't do 2 out of 6 activity daily living and your doctor is their doctor, this thing will double the income for up to 5 years for either you or your spouse. No questions asked on qualifying for this. You have to, have it for 2 years. That's That's it. It has to be 2 years old. But there's more details about it. I would love to explain it more in detail to see if it's something that could be in your arsenal with part of your IRA or money that's sitting in the savings to benefit you guys down the road if you ever need it.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters. Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now.
Retirement gives you long-awaited opportunities. You finally gain control over how you spend your time. But you also need control of your investments, of your hard-earned money. There are a lot of moving parts, and just saving over the years is the first part. What about generating income, your Social Security, minimizing taxes, or managing risk? If you save for retirement, call us at 239-747-1080. Retirement can last more than 20 years, yet many people don't have enough money saved to get through 1 decade, let alone 2. Call us at 239-747-1080. Let us show you how to make your nest egg go the distance. That's 239-747-1080.
Remember the Wall Street bailouts? Those same big banks and financial firms have been fined billions for misleading customers. And now they want to manage your retirement savings. Why would you trust them? I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. My values are Main Street, not Wall Street. As an independent advisor, I don't work for shareholders, I work for you. If you want a fresh start with a local advisor, give me a call today.
Mondo Uomo offers a remarkable selection of the latest styles in menswear. Visit Mondo Uomo at the Village on Venetian Bay in Naples, Alberto, Bugatti, St. Croix, Zanella. Come see what remarkable shopping is all about.
We all have a picture of our perfect retirement. But how do we get there? At Advantage Retirement Group, helping you get there is our business. We're passionate about getting to know you, learning your hopes and dreams. Why? So we can work with you to achieve them. How? By maximizing the money you've saved, minimizing the dollars you pay in taxes and the risk you are exposed to, and creating a retirement income plan that ensures your savings lasts a lifetime. We're thankful to work with so many wonderful people, and we'd love to work with you too. Call Advantage Retirement Group today for your no-cost, no-obligation evaluation, 239-747-1080. Your retirement is too important to put off. Call now, 239-747-1080.